Today we are tackling a question I hear all the time from my clients: why I have nothing to wear. If you find yourself standing in front of your closet, filled with the clothes, but still feeling like you've got no options, you are not alone. And I'm here to share some insider tips on why this happens and, most importantly, how to fix it. Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell to keep up with all my latest videos and styling sessions that happen live here on my YouTube channel from time to time. And now this is the first reason why you don't have what to wear. Being avoidant. Being avoidant refers to the tendency to ignore or avoid dealing with the realities of your wardrobe. This avoidance behavior can manifest in several ways, from neglecting to organize and declutter, to shying away from acknowledging that certain items no longer fit or are out of style. Such avoidance often results in a closet full of clothes, but rarely, if ever, worn. To tackle this problem, we have to realize what are the reasons behind such a behavior. Based on my research, the first one is an emotional attachment to certain garments. This is a big one, and we're going to discuss this in more detail in the next tip. The second one is the fear of needing an item after it's gone. Here, you can actually set the rule for yourself that if garment wasn't worn for 1 year, you have to discard it or donate it. And lastly, the overwhelming feeling that comes from needing to make decisions about plenty of items. Now, my personal experience was related to the last one, as I was a huge shopper back in the day. And after my son was born, these pieces did no longer fit my body and did no longer fit my lifestyle and daily needs. But this fear of tackling everything seemed just unbearable at the time. So I discovered a mini capsule wardrobe system that I actually used for my son, and later on I just adopted to myself as well. So based on that system, I actually created a mini capsule wardrobe for 2 weeks or 1 month in accordance to my life needs for that upcoming period. And that made the things so much easier for me to navigate, and mentally just thinking about, let's say, 1 month upfront makes so much easier to take action on. So in case you find yourself avoiding looking at your wardrobe and dealing with all the clutter, just start from a small task to begin with. Maybe just a specific section or a drawer or something little and manageable at the time. Realizing that you don't have to do it all at once makes the things easier to start with, and when you start, you are in. Holding on to the past. We all have emotional attachments to our clothes, which is totally okay because we create an emotion around the clothing pieces, and that is what makes the clothing piece so special to us. However, sometimes it is difficult to let go of the pieces that really reminds us something. Maybe it is a pair of jeans, from your college times, or a dress that you bought for a special date. But if they no longer fit or match our current lifestyle, they are just taking up space, creating visual clutter that we have to deal with every morning. If you have plenty of space to store the pieces and you have, just several items, I guess that's not a problem. However, let's not forget that it still creates clutter in our wardrobes. And the best way to deal with the clothing pieces that we have an emotional attachment to is actually to provide them with a second chance. So donate it or sell it or give it away to your niece, knowing that someone could really enjoy this piece, and letting it go so it can live a second life gives this a new meaning, and it becomes not only an act of declutter, but it gets more deeper meaning. That's why I love giving away some of my special pieces to the people that I know would love to have them. Not knowing your body. Many women have wardrobes full of clothes that either don't fit properly or don't flatter their body type. This mismatch occurs when purchases are made without considering the unique aspects of our own body shape, or when body change all the time, making previously well-fitting clothing less suitable for us at the given time. So first of all, I noticed that we women, we tend to forget to look at our bodies the way they are today. We tend to hold on to the things or buy the same fit or even size. So first of all, you have to check in with yourself. Are you aware of your current body? Its body shape, proportions, the things that you love about your current body. Based on this new information about your body, educate yourself a little bit about, flattering types of clothing for your current body. For instance, a wrap dress can be very flattering to camouflage tummy area, or replacing skin-tight jeans to a wider fit trousers can really help to balance off the proportions. And thirdly, sometimes a little bit of tailoring really might transform an ill-fitting garment into a wardrobe staple. Think about nipping in a dress at the waist, hemming the trousers to the correct length. Those are small changes that can result in newly rediscovered garments without shopping. Shopping for fantasy self. Many women purchase items not for the actual lifestyle or self, but for a fantasy self. And I'm guilty of that as well. This fantasy self can be an idealized version, and the problem here is that they often reflect aspirational but unrealistic lifestyles, leading to a closet full of unworn items. To tackle this issue, it is important to understand the reasons behind this behavior. So there are emotional triggers, impulsive shopping, influence of the social media, avoidance of existing life circumstances, or neglecting your own body. And here I want to talk a little bit more in detail because I really notice this problem is quite often when I'm working with ladies and checking their wardrobes. So shopping for your ideal size, when you buy yourself as a reward for the future self, which in reality might sadly even never ever happen. And that clothing piece becomes, like an itchy reminder which makes you avoidant of your closet, which brings you in this never-ending circle. So the first act to really help you start finding your way out, the practices that we discussed at the tip number 1, when being avoidant or neglecting your current body. Secondly, defining and understanding your current lifestyle. And here you can use several practices. So the first one is that you can divide into one section all the pieces that you are wearing throughout a span of a week or, several weeks. So you place all the things into one part of your wardrobe. Another good practice to make peace with your lifestyle is actually to take a photo diary on your cell phone to log your clothing choices. These both practices really helps to identify what types of clothing you are actually wearing most often, and it can help you to engage with your real style and your personal style preferences to build a more functional and fulfilling wardrobe. No strategic shopping. Many people struggle with their wardrobes because they lack a strategic approach when shopping. Without a clear plan, it is just so easy to end up with the items that don't fit you well, or they fail to meet your actual lifestyle needs. Here is how to make your shopping more strategic. Well, first of all, you have to think in outfits. Instead of buying individual pieces, think about how each item will fit into multiple outfits. Consider how a new purchase works with what you already own. So when you are shopping, you can visualize several outfits that you can already create with the pieces from your existing wardrobe. The same rule applies when it comes to shopping your own wardrobe. Sometimes we have a lot of nice, outstanding pieces, but we lack basic pieces to match with them. Therefore, even though it is, really fun to discover something exciting and colorful, but sometimes really covering the basics might be that thread that you are really missing in your wardrobe. So to get the great outfits, it is necessary to go through the clothing pieces that you own and plan what you are missing. Even if you, let's say, decide to buy a midi skirt. Think about what type of the skirt would match your lifestyle and daily needs the best. Then consider the cut for your body shape, and then think about options for the color. And even consider the shoe style to go with it. And this actually helps you to identify the clothing piece that will work the best for you. And most importantly, you have to decide on these things before heading to the store. So this detailed shopping list keeps you focused, saving you time and money, and it also helps you to avoid impulse buys that don't serve your wardrobe long term. However, of course, shopping experience should be joyful. So in case you discovered something exciting not on your list, give yourself 24 hours before buying an item so you can assess whether it is a genuine need or just a temporary want. And here you got it. By addressing these 5 key areas, I believe you can transform your wardrobe into a joyful place where everything has a purpose and a place. And remember, style isn't about having tons of options, but having the right options. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and leave a comment below so that I know what wardrobe challenges you are dealing with. And don't forget to subscribe for more valuable content that I post. Thanks for watching, and till the next time, stay classy and keep shining. Ciao, ciao!